interview with Gary Neville with Dele Ali. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's good that he spoke up because this will help a lot of youngsters out there going through the same situation. So often what we see is, footballers on the pitch putting in performances week after week and turning up for games. But there's also a human side to it. And that is what Dele Ali has talked about here, addiction to sleeping pills. And he said he even considered retiring at the age of 24. So I think now the push has been for clubs to be able to hire like psychotherapists for the players and making sure that they are just in the right frame of mind and they are always motivated to play the game and, just keep in touch with that human side of them. So it's very important. A lot of support has been coming in for Dele Ali, and we salute him for coming out to speak about his trauma and what he went through. So this will help a lot of people out there who are also going through the same to come out and speak about their troubles as well. But from a playing perspective, hopefully he's able to get his career back on track. He was a great player. He was a great player, and he's still 27. So usually at 27, you should still be in your peak years. So let's see if he's able to turn up for Everton this season, if he's going to be part of Sean Dyche's team. And, if he can get his career back on track, that would be very good for him.
Yes. Kunle, is there any opinion you have about Dele Ali that opened up about his trauma when he was a child?
It's very sad to to really hear about that, and what I actually see from it is that these players are human beings. We always seem to have very big expectations about these players. Why? Because they are paid a lot of money. There's so much. But at the end of the day, look, they are human beings just like us. They have feelings, they have emotions, they have what they are going through. And this is one of the reasons why I feel sometimes like, don't go too hard on players. Yes, there are big expectations on them. But sometimes, when you and I know Dele Ali is someone who has, he has gotten a lot of stick for his drop in performance over the years. And it's not really something that has thrilled me. Now, I'm not trying to say that maybe he shouldn't sit up or he shouldn't do better, but this is just a sign that there are actually things these players are battling with. And because of the profile that they have, many of them they stay silent because you would be like, okay, how is it going to be if I come out and say this and all? But it's actually good that a lot of players have been coming out, to talk about their struggles with addiction, mental health issues. Because look, like I've said, they are humans at the end of the day, and they deserve a chance. They deserve a chance to live well. Just because they have money doesn't mean all is going well for them. So it's actually good that he has come out, and like Iris said, he'll probably be needing the help of therapists, psychologists, and all of that along. And I hope that this will also make him come back better on the pitch, because he's not yet old. How old is he again, please? I know he's not yet. Sorry?
27 or something.
27. So I mean, if for a player his age, he still has like 6. For me, he still has like 5-6 good years, to do something. So I do hope that he comes back better and stronger from this.
All right. Using this to work. Yeah, Margaret.
Can I please quickly
chip
in something?
All right.
Okay. All right. When I read through his predicament, what he actually went through, I was just looking at something like this particular. I'm not sure. Okay, let me put it this way. I'm not sure. Is really having this? Why did you have to come out now? He was playing very well under Pochettino. I think that was the best man. That was the best coach that ever managed him.
Yeah.
He was doing pretty well when it came to Tottenham. But after Pochettino left, I think that was where he could not play very well under Mourinho. And we know Mourinho isn't the type of manager that is patient. He's not patient. He's not ready to tell you. He's not ready to groom you, but he wants results. He wants results, and all of that actually bring him down. A player who had been doing well under previous manager, then another one come, wouldn't give him that morale, wouldn't encourage him, but rather was using words telling him, you have to do this. He said, it is you who will do, not someone else. So I don't know, then those words actually, I don't know if probably those words affected him, and then the manager affected him somehow. Also, apart from the whole rape issue, I think his family also did not help him in the matter. I read there was a certain time, that was either last year or so, his father, he had an issue with his father, so they were just trying to reunite with his father. I think something apart from the club, apart from the fans helping you understanding what these players are going through, families also have to also help out, because if you don't have a supportive family, there is no way you can do very well in the field. You can't do it. Will actually affect him. But still, the guy said, I'm still asking, why did he have to come out now if he's actually having his own issue? Last year, someone who is having going through all this mess, he met his girlfriend. I don't know if that was his the first woman he actually had. Probably, I think maybe she encouraged him to come out. I actually don't know. He wants to start a new life. But he can only do that if you have a good manager like Pochettino.
Yeah. Well, let me ask. He's welcome to the show. I want you to speak about DELE Ali opening up. With Gary Neville podcast. What's your take about this? Because I've been seeing some comments. People are saying, why is it now? He's the one that is doing himself or something like that. People trying to rubbish him like, oh, what I say is his own predicament. I mean, he should just brace up and do well. So, what's your take on this, Ace?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. It's good to be on the show. Apologies for coming in late. Traffic, Lagos and traffic. But the truth is, a lot of people have the opinion on this DELE Ali issue.
Yeah.
And I hope my own opinion will not make me sound like a Grinch, or will not make me sound like someone who is not, or don't tag me like this guy, you're too hard.
Someone who is not sympathetic.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to echo Margaret's thoughts here, because why now? Why do you have to come out now? Because, why now? And, in the recent times that we are, everybody just wants to fall under the umbrella of mental issue, I'm going through I have mental health disorder, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Reading his profile, I felt for him. A guy that, growing up, nobody would ever want to grow up in such a condition. Nobody wish that for anybody. Even in that confession or that one-on-one heart-to-heart talk he had with Gary Neville, there was a time he mentioned that they had to send him back to his home country, his parents. I'm sure it's Nigeria, because DELE Ali is Nigerian. So I'm sure there was a time they sent him here to Nigeria to learn some lesson. And they took him back. This same issue, I'm going to use a stick and the carrot approach. So, okay, a lot of people have gone through this. A lot of stars that we've heard, if you see their background, they've gone through hard times, i.e. in boxing, Anthony Joshua too, from the same roots, the same what he went through, drugs, joined bad gang. They sent him to Nigeria at the time also to come and go back on Ile. And he went back, turned a new leaf. Look at what he is today. He's a $1 million boxing star, 2-time heavyweight champion. DELE Ali started from the lower ebbs of football, MK Dons, got picked by Tottenham, or is it MK Dons? Washane played in MK Dons then, and his season
it's MK Dons.
Yeah, his season soared when Pochettino, and I'm going to echo Margaret's thoughts again. Pochettino Pochettino brought the best out of him. And when Pochettino left, when Mourinho came, I think that was where everything dipped for Dele Ali. I'm not inside, but you could see when you're playing under a manager who brings out the best in you, you will thrive. But when you're playing under a manager who is not ready, who doesn't have that time, and we know Mourinho, it's no secret. Mourinho does not have that time to start grooming or start mentoring. Mourinho expects you to be ready-made and also do the job. So I think that was where the turn came about in his career. It could be argued. It's my own opinion. I think that was where the whole thing, tumbled, and the people around you too matters. When you're going through hard times, we all go through hard times one way or the other in our careers, in our lives, but the people you surround yourself to matters, because during that period when he was down, who was there for him? Who was helping him out? Who was the one, challenging him? Because in life, like they say, circle of influence, you need to have people around you that will tell you the truth, that will challenge you, and will motivate you. Those three things: people that will tell you the truth, motivate you, and challenge you. If those people are not there in your life, possibly they are the ones that are not there, or they were not there in Dele Ali's life. And it's so difficult for, it's a typical example, Gascoigne. At that time, Paul Gascoigne in England, he was the next thing close to sliced bread. He was the best English player on the surface of planet Earth. And we saw how his career dipped due to lifestyle changes, started drinking, started partying. So at times, these people, another typical example, Mike Tyson, when his dad died, everything went south for him. His career dipped. So this athletes, these sports stars, the people they have around them matter so well. And it's a pity. And I like the way he came out and he said his mind. And I hope his career can take a good turn under the Everton manager, because the Everton manager came out recently and said he was ready to work with Dele Ali again and bring out the best in him. And I hope he comes out, and I hope he comes back better and stronger. But like I said, commiseration, but let me just say, I felt for him, whatever, nobody wished to go through that, what he went through when he was young. But I feel a lot of other people too have went through such and decided to turn the tide and bring out the best in themselves. So the sky is the limit for Dele Ali.
Yeah, thank you so much. Lastly, Robbie, I'm going to ask you about this. Is there anything you think you want to talk about in regards to Dele Ali issue? I think I lost Robbie there. Let's move forward.
I just want to say something real quick, Don, about what he said.
All right.
So, honestly, it's easy to probably blame Dele Ali's career stagnation on Mourinho. But let's not forget, even under Pochettino's last season, Dele Ali was not performing. And when Mourinho came in, he had that honest conversation. He was like, I want to see the real Dele Ali. Dele Ali that we've known over the years, that tore Real Madrid apart, that Real Madrid were ready to bid millions of euros for. Where is that Dele Ali? So, it would be easy to just say, his career went down south and he started having mental issues under Mourinho. There are still players that thrived under Mourinho. And also, this Mourinho has brought out several young players. If you are good enough, Mourinho will use you. For example, Kotzuma, Rafael Varane. So many players Mourinho has brought out. So, I know you also mentioned Mourinho in his speech. I feel like Mourinho has absolutely nothing to do with his trauma. Whatever has happened to his career is self-inflicted. So I just wanted to add that.
All right, that's true. Who is that, Kunle? Oh, Margaret.
Done.
Yes.
I understand. I understand what sorry, Margaret. I understand what Iris is trying to say, but the truth is, we are not in Dele Ali's shoes, and possibly from outside we could just speculate or postulate that it could be possibly after or the last year Pochettino was there, Dele Ali was already going down south. We've seen players that their career really had gone was on the way down, and maybe a manager change possibly could, a typical example, which I know is personal and it comes home for me, Granit Xhaka. Look at Granit Xhaka. Underneath, he came during Wenger's dying times at Arsenal. Emery took over. Xhaka's career was down already in Arsenal. Already. We even thought he was by the door with his bag. And we saw what Arteta came. When Arteta came in, you could see how then why didn't Xhaka come out and say mental issue? The fans booing, threatening his life. Oh, I'm not going to do this again. But you saw how Xhaka took. For me, that was a silver lining Granit Xhaka took when Arteta came in through the door and said, hey, new slate, start all over again. And the rest is history. So this thing at times, it works and it doesn't work. I understand your opinion. You could say, let's don't put it on Mourinho. But I'm not putting it solely on Mourinho. Possibly, Mourinho could be it and possibly not.
All right, Margaret, you want to say something?
Yes, I don't know, Kule, you said that no one is actually blaming Mourinho here, but I feel that sometimes when a player has that close relationship with a manager and he understands him, probably Pochettino actually understands him and he knew what he was going through, maybe having something, and there was a way he encouraged him in that Tottenham team. And then Mourinho came in, he was expecting the same encouragement. That didn't work out for him. And then that killed the whole thing and all. And then when you look at it, him being a black him being a black player will also have another effect on him, because he'll be scared of, if I'm not doing well, what would these people say? What will the fans get? The fear of booing, the fear of how the fans will see him. All those things actually contributed also to how he played under Mourinho. And even when he went to Everton, we saw that he didn't still do well at Everton, and it was loaned to Besista. The manager didn't give out. I don't think he actually played him. Probably already seen this guy is not ready to play, and he was not ready. I'm not sure he was ready to come out of this. He was not ready. He actually had that fear. But let's see, now that he has come out, maybe he'll be able to overcome the fear and regain his confidence back.
All right, let's